Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to be putting the AD600BM2 to the test. We have an amazing fitness model in the house and we're going to be taking some high contrast portraits to accentuate his muscles and get really interesting and dynamic shots. Later in the video we're also going to introduce the litemons LA300 with the Godox BP-SE to add some more dynamism to the pictures. Okay, so for the first look, we're going to do a very simple feathered light. We're using just one light, the Godox AD600BM2, and we're just going to feather it a bit. Now, what our feathering is doing is two things. One, it stops light from hitting the backdrop, and then second thing is that because it's coming from the side, it's creating shapes and angles around, his physique, accentuating his muscles, something that you want to do with these photographs. The tempting thing that most people want to do would be just to light him flat, and that would kind of get rid of all the muscles he has worked hard for. So when you're lighting these kind of scenarios and you want contrast, you have to light from the side and make it a bit more dramatic. For this setup, we are going to be using the Godox AD600BM in the UL-Octa BOX 150, and we're just going to be doing like a overhead lights. One on him, and we're going to see what we get with that. And then later on we're going to introduce black flags on both sides to kind of increase the contrast and make the images a bit more punchy. Yeah, so I like the hands behind your back. Chin up more for this shot so that you catch the light. So essentially what we're doing with this setup is we have two black reflectors on the side. It's called negative fill, and we're using that to accentuate and make sure the contrast is high. Essentially we're preventing light from spilling around the studio and bouncing back to fill up some of the shadows. So we want the shadows to show and want to accentuate them. So that's what the flags are doing. Oh, I like that. No, the one where you came out a bit, like you pushed your body out. Yeah, good, perfect. Hold that. Okay, so for the third setup, we are using the LA300Bi and the BP-SE to create this beautiful pattern you're seeing right there at the back, just creating that little interesting light streak. And we're going to introduce also the Godox AD600BM2 to just fill up the shadows a little bit so that our images are not too dark and not too contrasty. Straight, yeah, perfect. Look straight. Yeah, look at my hand. So for this setup, we are introducing the litemons LA300 bi-color light, and we're also using it with the Godox BP-SE to kind of highlight and spot out, his features. At the back, we have the Godox AD600BM in a very big Octa box, and that is going to be creating the first base of the picture. So basically what we're doing with that is creating a silhouette, and then we're using this to then highlight parts of his body that we want to highlight. So let's just get into it and we'll create some stunning images. Come back the other way. More, like away. Yeah, just a bit. Yeah. It has been amazing shooting with the Godox AD600BM2, and it was also nice to bring in the LA300 and the Godox BP-SE to, add some extra spice to the images. I'm so happy with what we're able to create. The lights were amazing, and they just open up a brand new world of creativity for you to create with. Anyways, I'll just leave you with some more images. Hope you enjoyed the shoot. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.